Welcome to Central Scotland Motor Home Hire. Today I'm going to show you the first of two videos that we've made up for the vehicle that you've hired. I'm going to take you inside now and show you all round about it, and if you've got any other questions, ask us on the day. Anything at all, just ask. Now back in the Zefiro 696, one of the things we've got here, you have your midget, just close it right over like so and simply slides back into place. In the cupboard on the left, up above, you've got the first aid. You've got the first aid kit here, and you've got your disposable gloves. Use these for whenever you're changing the toilet cassette, using all the chemicals, etc., and dispose of the gloves. Underneath here, you've got the wee white dot. Touch the white dot and it illuminates the lights. All the units have got, wherever there's a white dot, simply touch it to bring the lights on. On this side here, down at the bottom, we have a fire extinguisher. Hopefully never ever use that, but there's one in all the vehicles. We also have light switches for on and off when you come in and out of the vehicles. We've got the television. Now, one of the things about the television, it's quite close to the drop down bed, but I'll show you that in a wee minute. Obviously if you're sitting at the lounge, there's a wee lever just up here. Pull it, push it back, and this allows you to turn the television around so everyone in the lounge can actually see the television. To put it back, please don't push the screen. Use the top and the bottom to move it back in, and put your fingers back here and clip it in like so. Please, if we could ask just adults to do that rather than kids, because they might hang on to it and break it. These wee cupboards, simply push the button and it simply opens like so. Up here we have the TV aerial for boost, but you'll not need to touch it. It's an electric aerial, it's automatic aerials in all the vehicles. And bring it down and push the button. Here is the fridge units in the vehicles. I'm just going to show you how to work the fridge. Simply hold for 2 seconds for the power on. There we go, and it's flashing just now. It's looking for electric. We're not hooked up at the moment, so what to do is hold the middle button, a couple of seconds, and it starts to flash on its own. Scroll back to automatic and hit the button, and we're on automatic. So at what temperature do you want? Simply scroll up and down, and you can see these going up to the 5. Bring it back down to about 4, which is fine. And that should be it. And it's now looking for the gas. We've not got gas because it knows we've not got electric because we're not hooked up. It's trying to find the gas. I've not turned the gas on, but there we go. It will eventually jump onto the leisure battery. But if in doubt, bring it back up, hold the button. It's now flashing again. Put it on, scroll over to leisure battery. That's what you do when you're driving, is fire it onto the leisure battery, and probably in the leisure battery keep it down to about a 3. So if you're off site wild camping, put it onto gas. When you're driving, put it onto the battery symbol for the vehicle, and if you're on site, put it on to the electric sign on site. Bring it back to here, that's you going on, and I want it, and then it's asking you again what temperature. Simple. Now I'm going to show you how the electric bed works, but the most important thing is make sure the television is stowed away. It's very simple. Push the button, bring it down, make sure it's come past the television, just watch everything, there's nothing underneath it that's going to come down on top of it. It comes down as far as that, and you have a ladder in the garage at the back, and one of the things that we've got here, we have safety nets that actually hook on to the ceiling just up here. And to put the bed back up, take your pillows off, put them up in the storage area up there, and simply stow away the bed like so. All the windows in the Zefiro work the same, so I'm going to show you in the bedroom window. One of the reasons being, we have a gas sensor on this window. If this window is open at all when the gas is on, the boilers are on, etc., to work your heating, as soon as you open this window, the gas boiler will switch off. It's a safety design in case you get gas, because the flue for the boiler comes out the side here. We don't want any fumes coming in. So simply, to open the window, push the button, lift the lever, push the button, and it's on the hydraulic arm. And to tighten them up, just simply screw them tight, and then unscrew, close, press the wee button again to bring it down, push the button, and push the button, and that's it, simply locked quite like that. Please don't drive with the vehicle, the windows open. To close the midget, simply bring it down and tuck it in at the bottom like so. Just give it a wee flick down, and that clips it in at the bottom. To release, simply push it down, unflick, and gently, and hold on to it, don't let it go because it'll spring. The blinds itself, again, bring it right down and simply tuck it under, flick it under, and that's it. And to release, push down, bring it back, and that's you. The Zefiro also has a couple of secret compartments under the bed at the bottom. Lift the mattress up, like so, and lift up. This gives you access to the garage. These foams are for the single bed because this is a 5-bed Zefiro, so you can access your foams and store your foams there after you use them. Another wee storage compartment is down in this bottom left hand corner. There's also one in the right hand corner as well. And simply lift up, wee compartment, and that's it. The Zefiro has also got the roof light, and it's got a wee on and off on the light itself. You just simply touch it to bring your light on. We've got the on and off switches here on the left hand side that switches on the ambient light at the very back up above, like so. And the bed lights is actually just a wee button just at the back here, and you just simply press the button at the back of the light to turn these on and off. The Zefiro shower is quite simple to work. Just unclip from this side here and unclip it at this side here. Now the shower screen in this one, it's a wee bit tight fitting at the bottom. What to do is lift the screen up a wee bit until it fits into this out groove down here. You'll see what I mean when you try it. And once it goes into that one, again lift it all the way right round, all the way around to the other side, and then once you're in, close the screen and the magnets will hold it there. To open the skylight, push the button and pull down, and it simply clips in like so. But please don't leave these open during the day and leave the motorhome because it might rain and flood the place out. And most importantly is do not drive with these open. Close again, push up. Now to get the blind is this side for at night time, and for if you want some vent, open it up and bring your midgie net across, like so. The door for the toilet actually acts as a door for the bedroom as well. Quite simply, open it up and close it over. There we go. Now I'm going to show you how to put the single bed down that's underneath the electric bed in the main lounge. To do so, there's a wee clip under here that moves the table back and forward. So you want to set it into a position that will drop down. There's a button on the floor. Now what to do is stand on the button and simply start pushing the table down, and it will fall into position and it will click like so. We now put the foam into place and you've got a single bed. Obviously it's more or less a kid's single bed. The seats we've moved forward to allow you to let you see what's happening. What to do is maybe bring these seats back to give them a wee bit more support in case they try and fall out of bed. Bring the bed back up. Take the foams off. Unfortunately, I think you might have to go on the floor to get this one. Back to where the button is, and push the table down a wee bit. Press the button, and the table will simply rise back up into position. I'm now going to show you the water tank and the 20% capacity, because you're only allowed 20% when you're driving the vehicle. When you're on site, you can fill up the tank full, but when you're driving, I'll show you how to get it down to 20%. First of all, lift the foam seat out. Like so. And over here we have access to the water tank. Simply put your finger in, open it up, and the big red cap, unscrew it. Inside here, I'm going to take one of the stoppers out. It's just a big stopper, and that goes in the hole. Now there's two holes. There's one of the holes right on the base of the water tank, and the other hole is approximately 10 centimeters higher. That allows, if you pull that one it will leave 20% water capacity, and the other one, when you pull that, it empties the tank completely. And most importantly, when you put the cap on, make sure it's tight enough, because when you fill the water tank from the outside, if you don't tighten that up properly, it could end up leaking into the vehicle. Now we're going to show you the seating position for when the vehicle's moving. Obviously, I've already got the seat cover off and I showed you the water tank. Remove the foam here. This lid simply lifts off and stow it away behind the vehicle. Then simply put your seat back in place, like so, thus giving you two forward facing seats when the vehicle's driving. The fifth seat in the vehicle is actually over at the other side. You can just see the top of the seat belt up there just now. The table, like I showed before, the lever is under here. The table can go back, up and down, or it can actually go sideways. So if you want to use it to get a wee access path into the driver's or passenger's vehicle, you can. So, there we go. Up here, we have the big skylight at the front. Simply levers to open, and it pushes up. And to tighten it up, to keep it open, is the wee knobs at the side. Just tighten them up, and that secures the rams, and that keeps the skylight open. But please don't drive with the skylight open, it's not designed to do that. And again, make sure it's shut when you leave the vehicle. To close, open anti-clockwise, and that'll bring it back down, and simply lock it with all four levers. Again, we have the blind to close and your midgie neck at the front. Both seats in the Zefiro are captain seats, which means that they both can turn to face into the lounge. One of the things you've got under here is a wee lever. Simply pull it forward, click it once, and then you can let it go. The whole captain seat simply turns right round, and that's you into the lounge. The Zefiro roller team has an extra safety device on its handbrake. To put the handbrake on, simply pull it up like so and let go, and the handbrake will go down to a resting position as if the handbrake's actually off, but it is on. To release it, bring the handbrake up, press the button at the top, and then let it down, and that's the handbrake released. Again, to put it on, like normal handbrakes, you hear it clicking, and it will drop back into this position. It's an extra safety device that's been added to the vehicle. And again, bring it up, click the button at the top, and then push it down to release. In the Zefiro, to add Bluetooth from your phone, hit this button here, which is the end call, and add device. Press the button here, add device, and search for it, and obviously open up your settings on your phone and simply connect your phone to the Bluetooth. If you find you're on site and you're on a grass site and it's a bit slippy and you're struggling for traction, press this button here. This is a diff lock, but always make sure it's switched off once you get back onto hard ground again. In the Zefiro, unfortunately, we don't actually have a satellite navigation system, but you can put your phone, lift this up in here, and use your own phone for the satellite nav, and this just slides down and it'll automatically clamp your phone. Up here, it's a digital mirror, and basically lets you see your bike rack at the back, which you can see just now. To change the view to look like a rear view mirror, simply press the V1, V2, and we're in the workshop just now, so that's looking straight back, so you can actually see what's in your rear view mirror as such, but it's a digital rear view mirror. Simply press this one again, and it brings you back to the bike rack. This is all that this does. All the motorhomes are fitted with window blinds, and using your finger and thumb, pinch here and just slide it right out, and do the same at the driver's side, pinch and slide it right over. It's magnetised, and the two will meet in the middle and they will join, and that'll be then closed. To release them, just hold on to them again, just pinch it, just nicely gently bring them across until we come in, and we need to click in like so, because the last thing you want to do is go around a corner and the blind ends up opening up and you can't see. So onto the door, much the same. The door's a bit more delicate. Again, just pinch, bring it out and just be delicate with it. As you see, it starts to come out like so. Just bring it straight across and click it in like so. Again, pinch, unclip and just bring it back, help it back at the top. Back in there. It'd be ideal if it was adults that would have done it rather than like small children, just in case they break. And click it in like so, so it stops the blind opening up. We also have in the garage a selection of items for you guys to use. We have a 6-seater picnic bench. We've got 2 fold up seats and 2 benches. They all fold up and they get into the table, which folds down as a big case and goes into this black bag. We've also got 2 camper seats for you guys, so there's 8 seats altogether. The camper seats are quite easy, obviously they're put in the bags, etc. How the camper seat works. Got the electric hookup. Some places you might go to if you want to plug it into a house or a 13 amp socket. We've got one of these in the bags in the boot as well. We've got the brush and shovel set to keep the vehicle clean for us, and also it stops it getting into too much of a mess. We've got the picnic blanket, and we've got the water hoses to fill up the fresh water. Well, that's you seen in the first video. Any questions when you come in on the day you're picking up the vehicle? We also have another video that we will show you on the day of the toilets, the cycle rack, all that kind of stuff. The stuff that's really important that you need to know, and it's better to show you that video on the day. It's one of the things we need to do just to keep ourselves all right and make sure that you really know how to work the vehicle when you leave the site. We're not like you just there's the keys and go. We're not like that. We'll take you in, show you the video, and any questions you can then ask.